Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy keto meal recipe for you. Today I am going to show you how to make keto sloppy joe salads. These are a great alternative to your traditional sloppy joes because when it's hot outside, number one, you don't want to heat up your house with an oven, and number two, having lettuce or some kind of leafy green underneath the sloppy joe filling just makes it a whole lot lighter. And of course, less carbs and calories, of course. So if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out new videos. And if you are a music lover, make sure you check out the link in the description to my other YouTube channel, Inspirational Songs with Janet. I've posted another new song there, so make sure you check that out and subscribe there also. And remember that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time, I go live on TikTok at Janet's Delicious Kitchen, so you can check that out also. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using the affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So while we do all that, let's get cooking. Place 1 pound of lean ground beef in a large skillet over medium heat. Use a wooden spoon and chop the ground beef into small pieces. Season the beef with salt and pepper, and if you want to add any other dry seasonings to it, you can. I like to add a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder just to give the meat a little bit more flavor. Cook the beef for 5 to 7 minutes or until it's no longer pink. Make sure while it's cooking that you continue to chop the beef into small pieces and stir it frequently so it doesn't stick to your pan and so it can brown on all sides. Once the beef is done cooking, drain the excess fat off of your beef. I like to leave a little bit of the fat in the skillet just to give the sauce a little bit more flavor. I use extra lean ground beef, so I usually don't have to drain off the fat because there's a little bit left, and like I said, I like to leave that for the sauce. Add 15 ounces of tomato sauce. If you're using pre-made tomato sauce, just make sure you read your ingredients and make sure there's nothing added that shouldn't be added. Tomato sauce should just be boiled tomatoes. There shouldn't be any thickeners or anything like that added to it, so read your labels if you buy pre-made. Add 102 milliliters or around 7 tablespoons of room temperature water, 29 milliliters or around 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 29 milliliters or around 2 tablespoons of the W sauce that y'all know I cannot pronounce. My brain don't let me pronounce it. Worcestershire sauce or something like that. Y'all know what I mean. Add 45 grams or around 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. And again, you need to read the labels on your tomato paste. Make sure there is nothing added that should not be there. Tomato paste is just pureed tomatoes that are boiled for hours until they are thick. There should be no thickeners, nothing else added to it, except for maybe a preservative sometimes they add, but just read your labels if you use pre-made or canned tomato paste. Stir everything together constantly until everything is fully combined and the tomato paste is smooth. Add 32 grams or around 2.5 tablespoons of the brown sugar substitute of your choice. I'm using brown monk fruit sweetener. You can adjust this more or less depending on how sweet you like your sauce. Add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a half tablespoon of ground mustard, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. This is optional. I just like to add a little bit of hint of spice to it. You don't have to have that if you don't want to. Add 123 grams or roughly around a half of a bell pepper that's been chopped. I like to use red bell peppers. You can use any bell pepper you want. Stir everything together for around 1 to 2 minutes or until the sugar substitute is fully dissolved. Make sure it is completely dissolved. Once your sweetener is dissolved, bring your mixture to a low boil. Once it's come to a low boil, Reduce the heat to low, cover your pan, and allow it to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes or until the sauce has thickened. The longer it cooks, the thicker your sauce will be. You don't want it extremely thick, you just want it thickened up a little bit. Once the sauce is thickened, remove it from the heat. Let it sit in the pan for about 2 to 3 minutes. You just want it to finish cooking completely. I always tell you guys that anytime you take something out of the oven or off your heat on your stove, it's technically still cooking a little bit for the first couple minutes. So let this finish all the way. Once it's sat for a couple minutes, spoon your desired amount of the sloppy joe mixture over the lettuce or leafy greens of your choice. I like to use baby spinach or mixed spring greens, but again, of course, you can do whatever you want. If you want to, you can add some toppings on top of the sloppy joe filling. I like to add some shredded cheese. I like to use Colby, but of course, you can use anything you want. I also sometimes like to add chopped baby corns and chopped tomatoes. And yes, as I always tell you guys, baby corn is keto friendly. It has not matured enough to produce the gluten and the carbs that fully developed corn has. You can serve the sloppy joe topping warm, or if you'd rather have a cool salad, you of course can allow it to cool to room temperature. And of course, you can always put this on keto buns if you want a more traditional sloppy joe, but then of course it wouldn't be a sloppy joe salad. If you do have any leftovers of the sloppy joe mix, then allow it to cool completely, and you can store it in an airtight container in your refrigerator for up to 3 days. Or you can store it in a freezer-safe airtight container and freeze it for up to 1 month. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.